Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? How my volume sounding? Press 1 if you can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What's my volume like? How my volume sounding? For sure, for sure. Let's get it cracking. What's up? Who all in here, man? Talk to me. We late, but we here. We late, but we here. Y'all going to get y'all questions out, man. We're gonna get into we're gonna get into it in a little bit, but let's get the questions and shit out the way. But what's going on? Let me say what's up to everybody. Shout out to Afi for the super chat. Prolax, bro. I see everybody. King Leak, Got Soul, Chomp Chomp, Julius, Gabriel. What's going on, everybody? Build itself. What's up, bro? What's going on? Tug MP, what's going on? Afi, you still in here, bro? Jay Shine, what's up, bro? What's the deal? What's the fucking deal? I gotta stop cursing so much. I gotta stop cursing. My last live, I couldn't monetize it, so I gotta stop cursing. But we in here, man. We in here. We late, but we here. Tremaine Griffin, what's up, bro? Jay, what's up? Yeah, y'all going to get y'all questions and shit before we start, before we get into the game. Hey, so y'all heard about the Kanye and Kim Kardashian stuff? Is that real? Is the Kim Kardashian and Kanye thing real? I would like to know that. Do y'all think that's real? Or is that just internet rumors? Because if it's real, I saw that coming a mile away. I saw that coming a mile away. Once he started getting fat and shit and started doing the whole Christian thing, I was like, that's over. That's a wrap. She out of there. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all can't like get with people and then expect them to especially, you know, she got her own swag, she got her own money, she doing her thing. You can't get with people and then change the game on them. You can't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they was doing I don't know if it was a show or interview or something, and he was like, he was expressing his concern about like how some pictures or something that she was posting, and he started talking about some Christian stuff, like, oh, you supposed to be my wife and shit, and she like, hold on, bro, like I got my own life, like basically like you can't come in and try to change what I'm doing. Once that happened, once I saw that, I was like, this it's over with. It's downhill from there. But yeah, man. Yeah, I when I saw that, I was like, it's over with for them. That's a wrap for them. It's a wrap for them. Y'all understand that when y'all get these chicks, man, especially chicks who getting their own money, who got their own shit popping, who doing their own thing, you ain't gonna be able to pigeonhole them into some housewife barefoot in the kitchen shit. And it seemed like that's what he was on. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you supposed to be my wife. And she like, hold on, bro. Like, you know, I was like, it's over. It's over for him. Then he getting fat and, you know, just on some whole different shit than when he met her. When you meet a chick and she's attracted to you, that's what she's attracted. Whatever you doing or wherever you at, that's what she's attracted to. You see what I'm saying? She's attracted to, she's in love with and attracted to who you are when she met her. You trying to change, especially if she's not growing and changing with you, if she's still on her lane and she's still on her path, when you change and do something different, you're a completely different person. You ain't the same person no more. You see what I'm saying? That's what that is. Like, I seen that coming. I seen that coming a mile away. So let me get some of these questions. How do you deal with feminists? Jack Bullet says, how do you deal with feminists and girls that ignore nature and label you as an asshole? Call me what you want to call me. I didn't get the first part, like that ignore nature, but I mean, label me as an asshole. What? I mean, your opinion of me really don't matter. If you don't pay my bills, if you don't help me, you don't bring value to my life, I can care less about it. What a broad thing about me. Okay, I'm an asshole. Now what? Does that make you sleep better at night? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you think about me, baby. If I'm an asshole, so what? Now what? That's that with that. How do you get your girl comfortable with communicating directly? She should already be comfortable if you make her your girl. You know, if I'm reading that correctly, if that's your girl, she should be comfortable with you. Like, why make her your girl and she's uncomfortable being direct with you or communicating with you? It's no deal. You gotta make sure that they scratch off the box before you go invest in your feelings and your money and your time into women. And then you trying to play fix it in the ninth inning, in the fourth quarter. It don't work like that. If she can't communicate, she can't communicate. What you gonna do about that? You think you gonna say some magic words and then she just all of a sudden just now she's comfortable with communicating with you? Nah. You're gonna have to say, I don't like the way you communicating with me. This ain't working. You gotta go. That's the only way she gonna change. And she gotta know that you for real. So that's how you do that. Kick her to the curb and let her know when she come back, she need to have her communication down. Cause talking ain't gonna work. Trust me. Talking ain't gonna work. Kanye West is a clown. I'm gonna really call him a clown. But you know, he's extremely feminine. I don't think he's doing I don't think he's doing it for attention. You can do a whole bunch of stuff to get attention, and it's not really getting him any attention. You know, I don't think he's playing with that. You know, some people feel like, especially with all they've been through, they feel like, you know, God or whatever brings them peace and it brings them whatever it brings them, you know, it brings them purpose. A lot of people you see like in that's deep into religion and church stuff and stuff like that, like religion and God or whatever brings them purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like I have an aunt who's been like, you know, she got deep into like the Christianity stuff a long time ago, and that's like her life's purpose. She walks by that. She's been doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? So when people, that stuff is real. When you see people deep into it, it's not like, you know, it fulfills them, and it's like a purpose to them. Just like how we do this and how we into this game, people be into their religion and the Bible and God's word or whatever they want to call it. They be into that, just like how y'all be into this game. So, you know, I can't say it's fake, but yeah. Can you steal another? If I can steal her, it's not her. She not his. If I can steal her, I hope they don't go over your head. If I can steal her, she not his. What about girls that think they're SHIT that they're better just because they're girls. Why you worrying about them? You know why they think that? Because you asking questions like that. You giving them stock. And if she want to think that she's the SHIT, that's her right. So but she's supposed to think that. I think I'm that. You know, people are supposed to think highly of themselves. You did? That shows how insecure you are as a man, you know, that you feel some type of way that a girl feels highly of herself. And she more than likely feel highly of herself because you put stock into her. But at the end of the day, why do you care that some chick feels like confident or arrogant or whatever? That ain't got nothing to do with you. Shout out to David Million. I'm the church. That's real. Church up in his mug. Church. Been married for 11 years. We have been apart for a year due to work, and she cheated on me with 2 dudes, booty calls. Not sure what to do. She knows I know. We kind of talked about it. What do you mean? What else can you do? Game over, bro. I'm not a lawyer or marriage counselor, but bro, you know it's game over. You know that. It's game over for you, bro. It's game over. Let it go. What can you do? Of course, they was booty calls. Y'all got to stop that. What time do you usually do your live stream? At 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern. But it kind of ran into some issues tonight, so I did it late, and I just started like 12 minutes ago. So, how to tell a girl you like them without making it weird, Julius? What I want you to do is tell me, why would you tell a girl that? What I want to know, why in your mind do you think that you would want to tell a girl that you like her? Let me know that. And then I'm gonna answer that. But I want to know why you think that you should want to do that. I want to know why you would want to tell her that. How often would you approach a girl, like whenever you see a cute girl in your everyday life? Is it where it just depends? It depends on how I'm feeling. Every day, every other day, it just depends. Sometimes I don't feel like talking to nobody. Other days I go out the house and I'm like, shush, you know, I got my Mac boots on. It just depends. It all depends. But shout out to Abdul for the $4.99 super chat, and also shout out to my dude Afi. I don't know if he's still in here for the super chat, but this was before I got on. So shout out to my man Afi. I'll go fuck with my dude Afi. That's my boy right there. Shout out to Gabriel for the $14.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. How to stop being a pushover. Stop being a pushover. Make the decision that you're going to stand up for yourself. You got to be tired. And then you have to make the decision. But there's no pill to, you guys think that there's a pill to you swallow, or that I can tell you something to make you stop being a bitch. I can't, there's nothing I can tell you to make you to stop being a bitch besides make the decision in your mind that you don't want to be a bitch no more. And when you get tired of being a bitch, what nature gives you the tools to not be a bitch. Nature gives you that. You know, when you get tired of being a bitch, you're going to know what to do. Make the decision to not be a bitch, and then you won't be a bitch. I'm telling you. What do you think about slaying fat chicks to raise confidence in the bedroom? That's a good that's a good that's a good question. You got to start somewhere. You got to crawl before you walk, bro. You got to crawl before you walk. You're not going to get out here as a rookie. There's nowhere else. There's no other arena in the world where you start out with no experience as a rookie and you just go, straight to the starting lineup, straight to that CEO position, straight as to a manager position. No, you got to work your way up. And different chicks come in levels. Like certain type of chicks come in levels. All chicks ain't yeah, of course they're the same, but there's different levels of chick. There's some chicks that won't even look at some of y'all. And it's not because they bougie or whatever. They just used to fucking with a certain type of dude. So they won't even look at certain dudes. It's just levels. The more you get up, when you guys start making money and shit, anybody that got some money, especially some money and status, they know, like, the more they leveled up, the chicks started to change. Yeah, you can still attract the bottom feeders, but you start to get, like, the chicks they start to get a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? Like, the more you level up with your paper and your status. This is something I've witnessed firsthand. So, learn the game. You know what I'm saying? Learn the game. And if you gotta, fuck with some whales, I won't say go too, don't be too sloppy with it if that's not what you like. But also understand that this is just practice. You know what I'm saying? This is just practice. Chicks do it to y'all all the time. When chicks get dogged by players and shit like that, they go fuck with y'all to get their confidence back. You know what I'm saying? They go fuck with simps and suckers to build their confidence back up. And then once they on point, then they get back in the game. Chicks understand this. They do it to y'all all the time. How many of y'all done heard a chick tell you, I don't really date guys like you, or you're not really my prototypical type, or I usually date this type, but I'm trying something new. This is what they mean. They fucking with you to get their confidence back up. You feel me? So you got to start somewhere. You're not going to just come in the game getting a certain type of time. I don't give a fuck what none of these dudes tell you. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really a beauty thing, but just the way certain chicks carry themselves in a way. Like, it's different levels. It's different class of chicks. You got bottom feeders, you got hood rats, you got middle class chicks, you got, you know what I'm saying? Just work your way up. You got boozy chicks, you got gold diggers. It's different levels. And you're not finna come in the game as no rookie with no game and just get top tier bitches. It don't work like that, fam. The bitches that work out every day, that take care of their shit, that got banging bodies, got nice jobs and feminine and sweet. It's players that fuck with players. They fuck with dudes who doing the same thing. You think you finna just come in the game and bag one of them? That's just like saying you just finna pick up a basketball and then go to the NBA. It don't work like that. You got to work your way up in every arena you play in, whether it's the corporate ladder, the job, the street, the job world, the streets, the same as in the dating game. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. Waiting on this chick to call back. That's your problem. Find you something to do and stop waiting on hoes. That's why y'all be falling in love and shit. Stop waiting on women to call you back. Who's you waiting around? You should have other things. You sitting and listening to you soaking up this game. You ain't waiting on no chick to call you back. Have other things to do. Y'all don't be having nothing to do with y'all self. Nothing going on with y'all life. This is a good show for y'all today too. Y'all don't be having shit going on. Waiting on a chick to call you back. Come on, bro. What's good with women think it's okay to hit a man, but it's wrong to hit back? What's good with that? But when you call the cops on pussy, yeah. If she hitting you, you let it get that far. They ain't coming out the gate hitting you. So I would say that. But yeah, you keep your hands to yourself and be careful because you're gonna go to jail. So if you got to call one time, you got to call the police. Do what you got to do. You don't want to be in that jam over no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a big advocate of putting hoes in jail and shit, but But no chick shouldn't even be putting her hands on you, dude. Like, you let it get way too far. And if it's probably more than likely your girl, and if your girl putting her hands on you, she cheating on you. I can guarantee you that. They at that level of disrespect. Y'all already know that it's levels to disrespect. And physical violence is a level late in the game. And that late in the game, they're usually cheating on you. So, you gotta Start focusing on yourself, playboy. Explain to me why this girl that has a man talks to me like she's interested. Then we just stop talking. I think she likes me when she has him, but like she's trying to keep it low key. She just attention, bro. Attention. That's all. She's using you for attention. You make her feel good, and then she go give him some head. That's how that works. This is why when chicks have boyfriends, listen, if a chick tell you she got a boyfriend, hit it and that's it. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. She's just siphoning your energy and you making her feel good and boosting her up, and then she taking that energy and doing tricks on him. I'm trying to keep it PG friendly so they don't demonetize, but bruh, y'all gotta start thinking. You make them feel good, and when they feel good, they go give that energy to they dude. So you ain't missed nothing, Top. I just started, bro. I started late. Look at Afi, how to get my ex back. You already know that, bro. Make her get you back. That's how you get your ex back. Shout out to Afi. That's my boy. Nah, you ain't missed too much. I ain't even start, bro. I got a lot of young people now. TikTok done gave me a bunch of young people, a lot of young people. I'm 16 or whatever, so I can't go to bars and stuff, but I'm on virtual. So where am I supposed to find them? TikTok. How you found me, bro? On TikTok. I don't know what the kids are doing. I don't know. At the park, I don't know. I usually don't have a young crowd like this, and I ain't been 16 in 20 years, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, 20 years. I don't know what these young kids doing. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, school, or you say you virtual. So I'm a virgin guy in my 20s. Do you think I should get with a girl who is a virgin to lose it, or get a girlfriend or go to the club to lose it? If you're a virgin, you're probably not going to have the game enough to take a girl's virginity. So the chicks that most guys who lost their virginity lost it to a chick who was already screwing. If that makes sense. Girls are way more advanced sexually than we are. So if you're at the level to where, especially in your 20s, you're not gonna get no girl who's 20 in their 20 and nah, bro. So you're gonna have to fake it till you make it. But hit me up, I got you. But I don't give this girl attention. She just came out of nowhere talking about some hay, and we wouldn't have talked for like a week. But she's coming to you because she know that she can come to you for attention. Biz, what's up, brother? Shout out to my boy Biz High Flyers. How to know if a girl is okay with you approaching her at the gym? Obviously, why she's not doing a set. Please explain choosing signals and how obvious. Stop worrying about that. Yeah. Listen, man. If you have to worry about how to see choosing signals, if you have to think and to worry about, then chicks ain't choosing on you. Trust me. Chicks ain't. Shout out to AMS. I love AMS. Shout out to AMS. But y'all have to understand, AMS is a dude, very tall, muscular body, and he getting money. When he go out, he's dressed nice. He has jewelry and shit. People are gonna look at him. Chicks who like that are going to look at him. If he's in a setting like that, your regular ass, it's no, bro. It don't work like that. And if you worried about, well, what's a choosing signal? How do I see it? When the chick choosing on you, you're gonna know this. You ain't getting choosing signals. So if you want to holler at her, go talk to her. Me personally, I don't like bothering women at the gym unless they choose it. But if that's what you want to do, if you want to go put your bid in, go put your bid in. Stop worrying about choosing signals. AMS and all these niggas rich. We got money and shit. Like we go out with Gucci and all this stuff on and jewelry. So bitches is looking at that. Or muscles and shit. nice clothes or popping bottles or we got fine hoes with us. Y'all, a lot of y'all cats is average. Like, it's just choosing shit. How do I get choosing signals? Don't work like that. Most women ain't out looking for dudes. Women don't go out looking for dudes. They don't. Women are not walking around looking for dudes. They don't have to. They don't have to be scanning for dudes and trying to fit. They don't have to do that. Dudes come to them. You see what I'm saying? Dating apps. Can young kids get on dating apps? Do they let teenagers on dating apps? I wouldn't know. I be getting mixed signals and can't see signals because you're not getting them. Can you tell a couple signs that a chick giving public? She'll look at you. She'll look at you. That's the easiest way to tell. Or if you're in a club, if you see her across the room and then you know that you look up and you know that she getting closer and closer, it's shit like that. But the easiest way is if she look at you, if she makes eye contact with you. If you walking by her and she makes eye contact when she lock and you lock eyes, that's a go time. If you somewhere stationary and you look across the room and you see a chick looking at you, or if she glance at you for a couple seconds, that's go time. If you see a chick look at you twice, that's go time. It's easy. You don't see this because you're not getting this. You would if you were sitting, if you didn't have any experience in the world, and it's crazy because nobody never taught me this. I did have a homie used to teach me like uh when I first like started going to clubs and shit, he would teach me like how chicks would be in the club, and he would tell me like what to look for if chicks was choosing in the club. But nobody had to tell me if a chick was staring at me. Like I knew that since I first noticed girls. Or nobody had to tell me that it's common sense that if a girl looks at you twice, if you look at something twice, you obviously interested in it. If you're in a stationary position and you look at something twice, you either interested in it or you think that it's danger somewhere. So nobody should have to tell you this. So you wouldn't know this, even if you didn't have any experience. You sitting in the gym and you look over the chick and then she looking at you. And then you don't pay it no attention. And then you look over 10 minutes later and she look at you again and glance off. And it's 100 people in this gym. That should be common sense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop worrying about this choosing signals and go do your thing. Well, you'll know when you start getting choosing signals and understand that chicks and women ain't just out looking for dudes like that, just going out to choose on dudes. They not doing that, bro. Especially if it's not no club setting. And if you ain't got like on no fly shit, you know what I'm saying, or you not this chick's like prototypical type, she ain't gonna choose on you in no grocery store, or you ain't got no super nice body, or you don't smell good. You see what I'm saying? And you not her type. A chick ain't gonna choose on you, bro. It's not like that. You gotta understand. AMS and cats like that, they get hoes. If I got 5 hoes, right? If I got 5 chicks that I'm dealing with, and I got 10 probables, and I got 100 matches or 100 likes on Tinder, and got a career or businesses to run. This is why cats like this say, "Well, I'm not finna be going out of my way to holler at no chick because he already got chicks. So I will holler at a chick if she choosing on me." You dig what I'm saying? But I'm not finna be going out cold approaching and I already got chicks. I already got my money. I'm busy. I can't even deal with no chicks. So if a chick is choosing me, then I ain't gonna pass that up. This is why they say this. Y'all be getting the game twisted. This is why I would say, I done been at a point in my life where I was like, I ain't hollering at no hoes. I already got enough hoes. Now if a hoe, if she on my rod, then I'm on her. But I don't even have the time to deal with her. This is where this come from. But y'all niggas ain't got nothing going on. Don't worry about that. You not AMS. How to get a girl that only wants you. I ain't answering no more of your questions until you answer my question that I asked you earlier. So I ain't answering your questions no more till you answer mine. Long story short, I just became a boss making money. I want to make more money, and every day I have, she's not with it. I'm going to do it anyway. You need to get another chick. The chick putting her hands on you, she don't support you. You need to get another chick, bro. And you need to watch me. I dropped something on this not too long ago, probably about a month and a half ago. But yeah, she ain't with it. Fuck out of here. Fuck out. You ain't with what, bitch? You don't feed me, man. Y'all be. I don't know. I don't know why y'all tolerate some of the shit y'all tolerate, but come on, bro. What's up, Dre? I found you on TikTok. Hell, I'm old enough for they dad, but I'm cool on game. I like supporting brothers like yourself. Thorough. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hustler for life. I'm a hustler for life myself. Let me see what else y'all got for me. I'm about to read this thing I got. Let me show y'all on I got a DM on TikTok, and I get a lot of DMs like this, but this one it's kind of triggered me, right? And it's not long, so I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna dig in some of y'all chats before we get started. But sometimes I feel like I should have met a girl with no money. And I don't know what you're talking about. Hey fam, best way to smoothly get a chick number while her coworkers are around her at work. Game chick at the blood center, but her co-workers were around her, so she was hesitant giving her number. Give her yours. Let's exchange numbers. Put my number in your phone. I don't think it was because our coworkers was around, unless she would get in trouble for it. But that's why, if that's the case, then like I don't. It's me personally. I don't bother chicks when they at work unless they like really, really choose them. But I don't bother chicks when they at work, man. I let chicks work. Let people do their job. It's a million chicks that's not at work. I just don't feel right unless she choosing to be bothering a bitch at work. Damn, I've been missing out on so many opportunities then. I need a goddamn approach once they obviously check me out a couple times. Hey, you scared. Stop being scary. Bro, listen. You need to hit me up, bro. David, you need to hit me up. So you paying $150 a week for counseling. Bro. What they telling you, just listen to her and listen to it and communicate and just be understanding with her. Y'all niggas is some of y'all dudes is goofy, bro. And that's not, I don't mean that to be like disparaging, but come on, bro. Come on, my man. Come on. Counseling. We just had a good vibe. I went for it. Me and this girl link and F every weekend. We don't hang or converse deeply until we see each other on the weekend. How do I continue to make her go crazy over trying to get my validation? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If that makes sense to you, Daniel, you got a good thing. Don't go like don't don't fix it. Let it keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm not answering that. So I'm 6'9", around 440. It's kind of hard for me to pick up lady because I think I give off this scary vibe because how tall and big I am. What are some ways I cannot come off like this? Lose weight. If you feel insecure about your weight, lose weight. Y'all, we saw. Listen, we in the age of the comfort age, right? Where we comfort in, oh, you're beautiful, and people fat and big and broke and everything is just gonna be okay. You're beautiful the way that you are. No, you're not. If you don't like it and it bothers you, then change it. I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh, you find the way you are. They should accept you just how you are, big and insecure. No. And that's not healthy, bro. You 440 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You can fix your insecurities. You can't fix how tall you is. You're gonna have to accept that. But if your weight bother you, then fix it. Stop acting. That's women shit. I think a lot of guys are feminine nowadays. It's like wallow in your own insecurities, and you can change it. And you looking for people to make you feel better about it. You want me to give you a pill so you can not feel fucked up about your weight. The pill is a fucking some vitamins and drink a lot of water and then go to the gym and be disciplined about what you put in your body. That's how you do that. But let me read this DM I got on TikTok, man. This dude hit me up. And a lot of y'all do this. And I'm gonna stop responding to y'all that do this. And I see why chicks don't like y'all. Right. He got a generic username, so I can't call his name out, but I would call his name out. He says, so, yo, I hit up my ex from 5 years ago last night. We were in bed and doing everything, kissing, etc., but she wouldn't let me smash. What should I do? Right? What should I do? The chick wouldn't let him, his ex wouldn't let him smash. Now, being as though I get hundreds of messages on both platforms every day, not only on Instagram, but on TikTok, I try to keep it short, right? And give you the most effective advice. Sometimes I can't break your situation down. I don't have the time to break your situation down. So the best advice I came up with for him was to stop wasting your time. Press 1 if you think that was good advice for this dude, right? Press 1. The chick one didn't want to sleep with him, so I told him to stop wasting his time, right? Because she obviously ain't feeling you like that, and she's using you for your attention, right? So I told my man, stop wasting his time. So he said, so I give her walking papers, ? So I didn't respond because I literally just told you what to do. He say, I gave her, he texted me back a day later saying, I gave her walking papers. Please help me. Please help a G, bro. You're not a G, number one. He's basically saying, please help me, bro. What more do you guys be like? I'm starting to think y'all like be wanting attention. You see what I'm saying? Like, what more do you want me to do? Please help me. After I told you to leave her alone because she's using you. Please help you do what? Right? So I said, I already helped you. Right? I already helped you. Plus, I have hundreds of hours of material, probably thousands across multiple platforms, hundreds of videos across multiple platforms. Now you got to help yourself. I can't hold your hand. This nigga been texting me all day. Just like back to back to back to back to back. And I told him what to do. This is why women don't like y'all. Let me see what he says. Okay, emotionally connect, because I ain't even read none of this shit after he just started blowing me up. Okay, emotionally connected to my ex. She does a lot for me, but I ain't physically attracted to her no more. But I want her around for every other aspect. What do I do? I ain't using her, but she provides without me asking. Nah, I mean, what do I do? We ain't screwing. She does what she does. She's also 9 years older than me. These different messages. How do I handle this situation? Because I'm broke and I need that extra help. But I ain't trying to screw. Is that what I'm doing wrong? I don't know how to handle this situation. This is why chicks don't like y'all, bro. This is exactly why chicks don't like y'all. This is exactly why chicks don't like y'all. You guys are, a lot of you guys are babies, man. It's a lot of guys that are babies. And if you listen to it, like I said, this ain't to disparage a lot of you guys, but y'all act like babies and women. Hey, XYZ, this is what happened to me. Okay, you need to do this. You don't want to do it. You want me to hold your hand. Another dude, hey, my girl doing this and this and this and this and that. I feel like she cheating on me. Yeah, I think she cheating on you too. Well, what should I do? You need to let it go. What do you mean let it go? You need to let it go. That's a wrap. How? The fuck you mean how? It's gonna be hard. Fuck you mean? What's gonna be harder? You knowing and kissing a chick in the mouth who doing her thing all over the place? You see what I'm saying? What's harder? Like, come on, man. Come on, fellas. This is why chicks don't like y'all. This is why they do y'all like that. Y'all act like chicks. Y'all act like girls and women. And y'all grown man, big grown men. Big ass grown ass men. Like, come on, bro. And this is multiple times a day. I'm gonna stop responding to a lot of this shit because like I be and if can't nobody in here, it's 60 people in here. Let me see what the lights looking like too. Okay, we got 23 lights. Come on, don't do me like that. It's 60 people in here. Come on, give your boy some likes. Don't do me like that, bro. Like the video, bro. Come on. But can't nobody in here say they DM me and I didn't respond to them. If I have to, I take a whole day to respond to if I have to, because this is what I do. See what I'm saying? This is what I do. I don't do this for play. This is what I do. So I want people to be straight. You know, and I want people to like I'm doing this for a reason. It ain't just to come in here and get rich. I know it's other ways I can make. I don't have to get rich doing this or make no money doing this. I know a million ways to make money. You gotta do this for real. Can't nobody if somebody could say that in here right now, could say that they DM me and I ain't respond to them, do it. You ain't gonna find one person that's gonna change though. You ain't gonna find one person that say they DM me and they didn't get a response. And I get hundreds of DMs every single day. It's especially since I started doing TikTok. For real, for real. But it's like I be wasting my time. It's like you niggas just be wanting a lot of guys just be wanting attention. And for me to hold their hand. I don't want to waste my time. I got other people that genuinely need my help. You see what I'm saying? It's people that really need my help. So you guys got to chill with that and grow up and be men. Stop acting like children and babies and women. It's hard. It's gonna be hard. So what? It's gonna be hard. Ain't nothing easy. That'll be easier said than done. You know how many times I hear that? That'll be easier said than done. Okay. You know what's gonna be hard? You know what's gonna be hard? When you find out that baby ain't yours and you raised it for 5 years. That's gonna be hard. Fuck out of here. Hey, how you set up self as a screw buddy because I don't want no relationship. They mad complicated. Then tell them you don't want relationships. The way you just told me that, tell them that. I don't know what he's saying. We soft. I'm glad you own that Prolax, bro. I'm glad you own that. Y'all soft, bro. You dudes is soft. Soft. Think about it. You really think about it. Because I hear that all the time. It's going to be hard. What's going to be harder? A broken heart or walking away? Living and looking at a chick who you giving your all to, screwing somebody else? That you mean tell me that's easy? Walking away that's the easy part. Thanks for the game. I might book a consultation with you. I hope when I smash, she don't know it's my first time. Don't even worry about that. Stop trying to please them. Can vouch. Dre always responds to DM. Every last one of them. That's gonna stop though. Especially dudes, because I don't have time. Like when you DM me your question. Say, hey, I fuck with your work. This is my problem, XYZ. Don't just jump in my shit like, hey, or yo. I'm gonna stop responding to that. I'm just telling y'all now, I'm not gonna respond to that because I don't even have time to think for you. That's another thing. That's what another reason I tell you guys to grow up and stop acting like children. Like y'all want me to think for you. I can't think for you. Hey, what's up? I got a question. Ask your fucking question. Can you give me some advice on a 21-year-old in college? Bro, I'm gonna stop responding. Nigga, I can't. What you want me to go on your page, figure out your life out, try to find your problems, and give you the advice to your problem that you ain't even tell me? You want me to figure out your problem and diagnose it and give you the solution for it? No, that ain't how you handle your business as a grown man. When a grown man wants something, he say, "Yo, what's going on? My name is such and such and such. How you doing? I'm fine. Well, look, I think we should go out and get dinner, or I think we should go out and have a couple drinks. Here's my number. Call me, or here, let's exchange numbers and I'll call you later." That's what grown men do. Yo, my name is XYZ. I'm having a problem with my girl. She said this. What do I do about that? That's grown man shit. Not, hey, yo, dot. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit is annoying. I'm gonna stop responding to that. I'm telling you, you guys gonna have to come at me like grown men. Now that was for the guy who just asked me, how do you approach women? I just showed you how to do it. You approach them like a grown fucking man. The same way you come in my inbox or type in this chat what you want, you tell a chick what you want. I guess if you're a sucker, being a player is work. It takes courage and discipline. Courage and discipline should be get yourself to the point to where courage and discipline is second nature. And then it ain't no work. You dig what I'm saying? This is the type of shit I'm talking about. Would you have another baby with your wife even though you think y'all might not be together? 50-50 possibility, might. After she's hitting me and she don't believe in nothing that I'm doing and she holding me down, would I have another baby with my wife? A woman, men use logic and it makes sense. Women sit and do like, oh, it just feels good. I know it's not right for me, but let me have another baby. Like, come on, bro. No, I would not have. If I'm about to break up, no, I'm not finna have another baby and be stuck and going to doctor visits and waking up every 2 hours and I don't even like this bitch no more. Come on, bro. Stop seducing and fucking with married women. You're gonna get yourself killed. It's not worth it. You should really go into detail about PDA and what you think about it. Public display of affection. I don't really have an opinion about it. I gave my thoughts on mate guarding, but PDA, if you want to kiss your girl in public, kiss her in public. But to be mate guarding, you know how that's insecure. But I don't really have an opinion on stuff like that. I post TikToks and give advice also about women. I see why women don't like them. They do soft and want me to hold their hand. When I answer, they don't take the advice. For sure. But let's get into the topic. So y'all should pause on the questions. Y'all should pause on the questions. Let's get into the topic. This is grown man shit. Grown man shit. And if we couldn't get your pops at the table, and I'm not saying that to be disparaging, but a lot of people grew up without dads. I did too. You know, but I had to seek male mentorship and masculine leadership elsewhere because I didn't have my dad. You know what I'm saying? So I learned this some game I learned when I was young. And although this gonna seem like it don't apply to dating, because I know that's why y'all here, and women, it does. Let's get into it. The penalty of leadership, right? The penalty of leadership. There's cost to being a leader, right? You guys want to be men, and you guys want, you know, people to treat you a certain type of way because you're a man and you're a leader and shit. But then you don't want to take the heat that comes with that. There's cost to this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it in the end. Shit, it's worth it while you not even in the end. It's worth it, period. But a guy on TikTok hit me up and he asked a question. And I started to answer it basic because it was a pretty basic question. And I don't think he meant to be deep with it. But it's deep, even though his question wasn't deep. So I did a video about it. And I didn't go too deep, but like I said, it's a basic question, but it's really deep. But he says, why do females want the man to start conversations via approach, call, or text? Meaning, why do women want guys to initiate shit, right? When it comes to approaching, calling, texting, escalating it to intimacy and all this shit, right? He says, why do men have to do everything, right? And I could have said because women are scared of rejection, blah, blah, blah. I could have did all of that. But I was like, you know, this is a kid who don't understand what it is to be a man, right? This is a kid who don't understand to be a man, what it is to be a man, and what it is to be a leader. You dig? He don't understand this. And I'm pretty sure, I know 100% fact that most young men don't understand this, right? You can see it in the way they complain about women, the way they complain about what's going on around them, the way they complain about the scrutiny they get as men, right? He didn't understand this. So I say this is I don't think he meant to get an answer this deep, but here we go. Right? The reason why, you know, you have to, as a man, have to approach, call, text, and escalate and do everything and lead is because that's the penalty of being a leader. You got to take the initiative. If you want them to treat you like one, if you want them to submit to you, that's what you got to do. You got to carry that load. You got to take on that burden to make shit happen as a man. And that's not just with your relationships. That's with everything. Give me 1 second. Hold on, fellas. But yeah, sorry. Y'all want women to submit to you and be home and cooking and you know, serving you and all this shit, but you don't want to do what it takes to get there. That shit ain't free. You know what I'm saying? Getting people to be submissive to you ain't free. That just don't happen like that. That's not free. You asking a person to submit themselves to their life to you and to put their trust in you to guide them to prosperity. That ain't free. That's a hard thing for a person to do. And you can't even make a decision to you can't even lead because you don't even know where you're going. You don't know what to do or how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Men are nature's leaders, right? Man, we are nature's leaders. Just look around you. I shouldn't have to go too deep into that, but we are the leaders of nature. We lead everything. And being that we are nature's leaders, being that we are leaders, heavy is the head that wears a crown. You know what I'm saying? You guys understand? Press a 1. Give me a 1 in the chat. Shout out to Afi for that. Give me a 1 in the chat if you understand what heavy is the head that wears a crown mean. When you're a leader, you wear a crown. And when your crown is heavy, that's why they say heavy is the head that wears it. I mean that there's a lot that comes with. Let me see what these likes looking like. Okay. That means that there's a lot that comes with leadership. You dig? There's a lot that comes with leadership. When you put the crown on, it's heavy. And there's penalties for wearing that crown. And there are penalties to wearing the crown, but there's also great rewards, which I'll get into. The great rewards in you is huge compensation for that risk and taking that burden. But what do I mean? Heavy is the head that wears a crown. Right? And what are the penalties of leadership? The first penalty, let's get into this. The first penalty is you are a target. When you the head honcho, when you lead, whether you lead a family, people at work, whatever, when you lead, you are the target. If you got enemies, they coming. When you lead, you the target. I give you an example. When you look at rappers, right? When you look at rappers who get into legal trouble, most of the time it don't be them who do that shit. It be the people that's around them, right? Like when guys catch these assault cases on women, these sexual assault cases, or they security or they homies beat somebody up, or the police pull them over and find a gun or some drugs or whatever in the car, who takes the rap for it? Who goes to jail and who gets sued? The leader. Right? But that's a small price to pay. That's a small price to pay. It may seem like it's a lot, but you know, because that stuff like that is not happening every day. But when you lead, you are the target. Look at street cats or drug dealers or whatever. When if y'all know anything about BMF, Meech and Southwest T, if you don't know them, Google BMF. But I'm pretty sure y'all do know who this is. Big Meech was the target. His brother was the target. They were the leaders. You get what I'm saying? They don't care about the small fries and the pawns and your women and shit. They don't care about that. They want the leader. You know what I'm saying? You the target when you running a company or you managing you're a manager or somebody and somebody wants your spot or somebody want that position. They're coming for you. They're gonna try to X you out of the game. You know, Yeah, there may be casualties with the people you lead, but they want you. They want your spot. You the target. Heavy is the head that wears a crown. That's the first, that's the first penalty of leadership, is that you're a target, right? But don't be scared. Don't be scared, because it's reward, right? Y'all feeling the game so far? Press two. Press two if y'all feeling the game so far. Number two, right? The second penalty of leadership is you're responsible for those that you lead. You're responsible for, if you're a manager, you're responsible for the things that your workers do, the people that you manage do. You're responsible for your children as a parent. You're responsible for your family. Whatever you lead, you're responsible. You take the brunt. You got to make sure they doing what they got to do. You responsible for teaching them and giving them the tools that they need to prosper. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a burden to be responsible for other people, but that's leadership. See what I'm saying? And by being that you responsible, you take the heat for them. If you're a manager and one of your people fuck up, then the higher up's gonna come down on you. See what I'm saying? Just like with the goes back to number one with if you're a rapper and one of your homies slap somebody, you're gonna get the blame for that. Because them your people. You supposed to control them. This is how people looking at you. You gonna get sued. You see what I'm saying? You responsible for those you lead. Y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but we responsible for the behavior of women today. The women that y'all complain about all the fucking time, the women that y'all crying about and complaining about and bitching and all that shit about, as nature's leader, we are responsible for that. You dig what I'm saying? We are responsible for that as men, as nature's leader. It could be lions that's leading. It could be bears, but we the chosen leader of society. You hear me? We responsible for this shit. How feminism has gotten way out of control, and these chicks, and it to the point where it's damn near a crime to be a man. We are responsible for letting this happen. You responsible as a leader, as a king. You responsible for as a captain. It's whatever. When you the leader, you responsible. Shout out to Lottery Guru. What's up, fam? Great show, Dre. Congrats on your success. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, leader, you're responsible. You're responsible for your relationship going bad. You're responsible. Your chick left you. You're responsible. Look in the mirror. You're responsible for that. Your chick cheated on you. You're responsible for that. You shouldn't have picked her. You see what I'm saying? You're responsible for everything that happened to you. You have to be accountable and responsible for those you lead. That's man shit. Niggas just complaining and whining and this, it's not my fault. That's bitch shit. Look at your boy, right? And I'm not gonna do the political game, right? Or we're not gonna get into the politics. But look at your boy, right? 45. I ain't gonna say his name. Good, bad, right, or wrong. I'm not even gonna give my opinion on him. But when you look at the way he does, the way he operates, whether they stole it or whatever, who cares? Fuck all that. As a leader, you are responsible for what's going on. You're responsible for the domain you lead. You're responsible for your kingdom. And this shit is out of control. See what I'm saying? Crime is up, violence is up, fraud is up, people dying left and right. It's more people dying every day, more people dying per day than the worst terrorist attack that we've had in this country. More people that day in September 11, 2000 or 2001 or whatever that was, 4,000 people died. That's happening every day behind this shit. Every single day. More and more and more. And what does he do? It's China's fault. It's this fault. It's that fault. That's whole shit. That's why he lost. Fuck that. Let's get real. Fuck the politics and how you feel about this or people cheating in it. No, people want a leader, whether they charming, whoever. People want a leader. How you think it look when your leader blaming other people for his country fucked up the way it is? That's why he lost. Let's be real. This ain't whether I like him or not. That don't even matter. This grown man shit. Dude act like a bitch. And people tired of that. It was cool when you got somebody to just spew certain shit, whatever come to their mouth, and that's cool. It's a breath of fresh air. We ain't got a politician. We got somebody that's gonna quote unquote keeping it real. And side note, fellas, masculinity and being a man ain't saying the first thing that come out your mouth to offend somebody. The first thing that's on your mind to offend somebody, to undermine people emotionally. Hoes do that. Not having the discipline to watch what you say. Not having the discipline to control your tongue and to control your emotions. Hoes can't control their tongue and their emotions and want to cut people down verbally and emotionally. Hoes do that. That's why he lost. People tired of that. Even people in his own party. That's why they turned their backs on him. Yeah, they're gonna ride with you when you winning. They're gonna ride with you when you winning. Because people want to, but the minute, this is how you know a person is solid. It's how you know if you solid or a person is solid. When they sink and people willing to sink with him. This, like I said, fuck the politics, fuck how you feel. Watch when a person is sinking, if people don't sink with him, then you know they don't fuck with him. And they never did. I wonder why. Like I said, you're responsible for those who you lead. Men, we are responsible for the way these hoes are acting. That's our fault. That's our fault for not holding them to a higher standard. If you don't like that women are being that's fat and out of shape and all this shit, then we shouldn't fucking date them. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't fucking date them. We should hold them to a higher standard if we don't like it and we gonna fucking complain. If we don't like bitches twerking and all that shit, then we shouldn't watch that shit. We shouldn't support that shit. We shouldn't be friends with people who support it. We should cancel it just like they do. That's our fault. You see what I'm saying? You're responsible. He's responsible for his country. He's responsible for what's happening inside his country right now. That ain't nobody's fault. This is a grown fucking man. Listen to me, man. This is why he lost. This is a grown fucking man. You don't think people don't see this? Even people that voted for him and people that like him, this is a grown fucking man. You got your country is imploding from the inside. Not only with this virus and all this shit going on, but it's insane what's happening and what's been happening these last couple of years. Niggas is defrauding this country to death. And not only black people, everybody's defrauding this motherfucker to bleeding this bitch dry. Homicides is up. Crime is all the way the fuck up. And he blamed everybody else but himself and the people in his country. That's hoes do that. Not taking accountability. And like I said, this ain't whether I like him or not. It ain't even about that. I don't like none of them motherfuckers, to be honest with you. But this man shit, this grown man shit. I don't fuck how much. Just because you got money don't make you a man or masculine. Just because you sick, just because you bold enough to and not disciplined enough to not control your tongue, that don't make you masculine. In fact, that's the opposite of masculine. So don't get it fucked up. But anyway, let me get off that because I know I'm gonna lose some of y'all with that because I just criticized y'all daddy. Right? That's a lot of y'all daddy. But That goes to number 3. Let me read some of these comments before I get to number 3. Let me read some of these comments before I get to number 3. Let me see if I got some dislikes. Oh, I ain't got no dislikes. I was like, oh, when I get on that, they gonna dislike the fuck out of this, because that, that's some of y'all daddy. But excuse me. Shout out to Mike B. Richardson for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the On Point Real Talk. We need more of this out there. We do. We really do. This is the penalty of leadership, fellas. Being rich don't make you a good leader. See what I'm saying? People have their own opinion. Bro, these ain't opinion. These is facts, bro. These is facts. As a leader, you are responsible for the people you lead. You're responsible for your country. Say these are facts. That ain't my opinion. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about fuck how I feel. Hoes do that. That's facts. That's not my opinion. Hoes, women don't take accountability for the shit that they do. This is what y'all complain about all day. These is facts. That's not my opinion. You feel me? That's why that man lost. People see that. People can see that. Oh, it's more people voted than ever. Yeah, of course. Of course. Niggas is tired of that. People want a leader. Whether the leader is, I'm talking about a real leader, not just a person not a person in a position of leadership, but people want a leader, right? Men and women want a leader, not just a person, a loudmouth with a leadership position. People want a leader, whether he's a good leader or a bad leader. People want a leader. So much to the so think about this. Think about this, right? And I know I said I'm gonna get off this, but if they did steal it, right? If they did steal it, who knows? Whatever. But if they did steal it, we've had how many elections? 45, 46 elections in this country, and it's never happened before, right? Now we feel that it's gotten so bad that people feel that they should steal it from it. It's that bad. We've had shitty presidents before, right? Or at least what people think is shitty. But it's come to the point to where people feel that they need to rig an election. If they did, who knows? If it come to that, that should tell you something. That people felt the need to get him out of here like that. That's not leadership. People want a leader, so much so that they'll steal it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I know that may hurt some of you guys' feelings because that's your daddy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We don't care about no politic bullshit. Keep speaking the truth. For sure. I'm always do that. I wanted to show some support for these lives. Real knowledge being dropped. Free earns my support. Appreciate you, David Lee, for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Lying is bitch shit too. Yeah, it is. Sometimes it's necessary though. If we're talking about stuff like that. There is scarcely a lack of leadership amongst young men in their 20s. A lot of the time we look to men who are much older than us when there can be leaders who are closer to us in age. Yeah, because a lot of us older guys don't connect with the young. Like I don't believe I connect with a lot of younger guys. But we have that now thanks to this space. Like Steph is cold. Steph is a good dude. He's a great leader, from what I see. So there's people that can connect. So a lot of young guys can connect with him and resonate with him because he's young. He can speak their language. I'm in my mid-30s. Yeah, you got young people that fuck with me, but they connect with him more because he's like them. He feels like them. He moves like them. He looks like them. He has the energy like them. You see what I'm saying? So that's coming more. The more people do this, the more people speak up and put this shit down, then that's gonna come. Complaining ain't masculine. It's not. It's actually feminine. Fixing shit is masculine. But let's get to the third penalty of leadership, which goes back to your boy. You will be criticized. We have a problem. And even sometimes I'm not going to say that I don't have a problem with this too. Like this whole masculine, toxic masculinity and all of this bullshit. I have a problem with that too. But as men, as leaders, we're going to be criticized for everything that we do. This is the problem I be having with women. They want this equality, but they don't want to take what comes with this equality, which is the criticism. You see what I'm saying? Because we get criticized. And as a leader, you're going to be criticized and scrutinized. That's going to happen. Me putting myself out here, people would consider me to be a leader. I'm not a leader, I don't consider myself a leader by a long shot. But people will consider me that because I have a following and people listen to my words and my ideology and they take it and they apply it. So people would consider me to be a leader. I'm putting myself out here with my thoughts and my ideals and shit. I'm going to get criticized. I'm not worried about that. See what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. People gonna criticize me, especially on TikTok, which is my biggest platform, all day. All day. You manipulative, you toxic. I feel sorry for your kids, like all day. But that's the penalty of leadership. But guess what? I'll take that because the reward is much better than these penalties. Than these penalties. But this is when you guys want to be leaders and you want people to submit to you and you want to take leadership positions and you want your girl to follow you and you want to be the dominant leadership position in your household and your relationships, you have to understand your girl gonna criticize you, bro. She gonna criticize you. If you the leader, even let's look at it on a small micro level, right? You know, I tell you guys to when y'all don't know what to eat, make a decision, right? And you say, okay, let's go to Taco Bell, right? And she don't know what she want to eat. You say, fuck it, we're going to eat Taco Bell. If you don't want to eat that, then you can fucking stay your ass home. And she said, okay, we're going to eat Taco Bell. If the food is cold or, you know, they get the order wrong when y'all get home and you notice the order wrong, your girl going to criticize you for that. You the one saying we should get Taco Bell, but that comes with it. You see what I'm saying? And that's just on a small micro level. If you tell your girl, we're going to go eat here, fuck what you talking about because you don't know what you want, so we're going to go here, and you go there and they get that food wrong, your girl is going to criticize you, bro. But guess what? Don't argue with her. Take that. Don't argue and be like, fuck you. Don't do that. Understand that you're going to be critiqued for your fuck up. When you fail, people going to criticize you and scrutinize you for every fail that you make. Every time you fail, this is what's going to happen. You might get criticized, but on some real shit, my ex-wife was complaining about the exact same things that you preach. I never really understood where she was coming from until I came across your TikTok. I don't really understand what you're saying, but you're gonna be criticized. When something is wrong, look at Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos is a leader. Jeff Bezos is a leader, right? He's leader of Amazon. Jeff Bezos, if something wrong, when Amazon was first like popping off, when they warehouses and shit, and they was putting them warehouses everywhere, and people was in the motherfuckers passing out and shit because it was so hot. They wasn't talking about the people. They was talking about Jeff. Jeff Bezos' name was in the headlines. This motherfucker way in Seattle. He ain't got nothing to do with a warehouse in Florida, but he was getting criticized. He's the leader. When something go wrong at Amazon, he gets criticized. You see what I'm saying? If you as the head of your household, or you as the dominant figure in your relationship, or you the leader in your relationship, you're going to get criticized for your missteps. Your girl is going to criticize you. Now, that's different from disrespect and putting you down and not believing in you and shit like that. But if you know you fucked up, or if you know you took some missteps, or you know you caused a setback, you got to take that criticism. It comes with that. You can't do nothing about that. You fucked up. You want the leadership position. You want to lead. You want your girl to be submissive. You got to take what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Tips for going into freshman year of college. This is what I mean when I say people want you to think for them. Florida State Seminoles. Shout out to Florida State. I'm from Florida. But this is exactly what I mean. Fellas, pay attention. This is what I mean when I say people want you to think for them. Tips for going into freshman year of college. Make sure you get 8 hours of sleep. Like, what kind of tips do you want, bro? Make sure you set aside some time to study. I can't figure you out. Here I am doing a live stream trying to teach and give the game. And this nigga's like, oh, give me some tips. What type of tips? I can't think for you. This is exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, back to the game. You will be criticized, bro. That's a fact. But you have to accept that. Like I said, that don't mean let your girl talk shit to you and be disrespectful and all that. That's not what I'm saying. But you're gonna get criticized in your relationships, in life, in the workplace, whatever. You're gonna be scrutinized. Now, on to number 4, right? The results are on you. So whatever it is, when your CEO tell you you're a manager of a company, right? And you guys have a project and you the project manager or you the manager. Whatever them people do, whatever your subordinates do, whatever results they come up with, it's on you. See what I'm saying? Everybody do the work, but it's on you. The results of what you get is on you. Look at society today. The result of the society, the way women act and shit, that's on us. You are responsible for the results. You know what I'm saying? You responsible for the results. And you gonna take the heat for the results. If everybody get their packages late tomorrow from Amazon, if something happened in their shipping network or their distribution network and something happens on a major scale to where everybody feel it and it's newsworthy, guess who's gonna be in the headlines? When shareholders ain't profiting and the company didn't turn a quarterly profit or whatever they supposed to turn a profit, guess who's going to take the blame for that? Guess who's going to be in the headlines of the stock newspapers and shit? Guess whose name going to be in it? Jeff Bezos. Not the workers who ain't doing shit or the workers who ain't working hard enough to get the shit out on time. They ain't going to take the heat for that. Jeff Bezos is going to take the heat for that. The results is on Jeff Bezos is the man he is because he's the leader. He get all the credit. We think Jeff Bezos is a fucking good. We think he's the most brilliant man on the planet. Right? But he literally has hundreds of thousands of people damn near slaving, making that shit happen. But we give the credit to Jeff Bezos. When something fuck up, Jeff Bezos get nailed to the cross. This is the penalty of leadership. You are responsible for the results. You're gonna get scrutinized for the results. You're gonna pay the price for the results. It's one more major penalty, right? It's more, but I'm gonna give you one more major one. Thank you, David Million, for this $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I almost thought you were trolling me all night. I was starting to think you was a troll, but you just shut that down. I was like, you asking some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? As a leader, I take ownership of the loss, so I make sure we win. It's real talk. You got no choice but to win. You put yourself on, put your back against the wall. Make sure you win if you don't want to get scrutinized, But the last penalty, and this is probably gonna suck, right? Well, this is the one that sucked the most. But the last penalty of leadership it's probably the one that stings the most, is that you don't get to be vulnerable. You don't get to be weak. You don't have the luxury. You don't have the luxury to be vulnerable and weak. You can't when you lead and you don't get to be sick and hurt and I just can't move on. You got to keep trucking. You got to wear that and keep trucking. You don't get to go home to your girl and say, baby, I feel so weak. I just don't know what I'm going to do. This is why I tell you guys, never confide in your woman. If she looks at you as a leader. You want people people aren't going to, if you vulnerable and weak, people not going to want to follow you. You don't want to follow no weak motherfucker that don't know where they going and that's finna crash all out because he weak and not confident and shaky and vulnerable and shit. Ain't no girl gonna want to follow you. Your workers ain't gonna want to follow you. No, if you got a gang, your gang members ain't gonna want to follow you. If the people at your job ain't gonna want to follow you, if you weak, they gonna get rid of your ass and find somebody that can lead. You don't get to be vulnerable. Yeah, you're human. Yeah, you have feelings. Yeah, you have weaknesses. Yeah, you have vulnerabilities, but you don't get to show it. You got to eat that up. You feeling anxious today? You have panic attacks? Go somewhere else and deal with that. See what I'm saying? Go see a therapist. Go to the emergency room. Do something. But if you want the people that you lead in to be confident in you, you can't be weak. You don't get to throw in the towel. This is the one that's the hardest because at the end of the day, you're a human being. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to your girl, she's not equipped to see you weak. She's not equipped to hold you up. I'm gonna do something about that at another time. But she's not equipped to do that. Women aren't equipped to support weak leaders. They're not equipped for it. I know that's what we want. Your parents are, but your woman not. You want people to be confident in you and confident to follow you. You got to be confident. You have to remain strong. You don't get to complain. That sucks. That's tough. That's tough. But guess what? That's the penalty of leadership. Now I'm gonna get into the rewards in a minute. I'm gonna get into the rewards of leadership in a minute. So I hope I didn't want to make y'all throw in the towel as men, right? But it's rewards to the game, and we're gonna get into that. Let me read some of these comments. I just hit up Bezos clock for 30 hours overtime already this month. Get that money. No, thank you, bro. What you talking about? Do you think we don't get taught this because all the teachers are female? No, you don't get taught this because your daddy didn't teach you this. They don't teach leadership at school. Even when you have, I've had male teachers, they didn't teach leadership. Now they may see a kid that they take a liking to and then, school them on the side, but that's not in the curriculum to teach leadership. The village is supposed to teach you leadership. Your community, your father, your uncles, that's the community's job. That's my job. You're not going to learn that. School is to socialize you and to get you ready to be productive to society. That's what school is for, to prep you to be an asset to society. It's not school ain't to raise kings and leaders. That's the community. That's your tribe's job, your community. And our tribes is our neighborhoods and shit. Our families. That's their job, not the school. A leader never gossips or pillow talk. Super feminine. That's real. Make sure to have outlets for that shit. Michael B. Richardson, you damn right. Let me say this. As far as number 5 go, when I say you don't get to be vulnerable, Every man I think should take up therapy. Go get a therapist, whether they see them once a month or whatever. A therapist, hobbies, something where you can have an outlet for. Confide in your friends, advisors, or whatever. But you need an outlet because it's going to break you down mentally. Don't isolate yourself like that. I did that for a long time, and that affected me. That affected me a lot. So it's therapy. Every man should get a therapist. Whether you see them once a month, once every 2 months, whatever. Have an outlet. I'm glad you said that because I wrote that down and I looked at it and I just forgot because I got into reading the comments. But I appreciate you, Mike B. Richardson, for reminding me of that. That's very important. You kind of did. Well, I kind of did what? What did I kind of do? I think the penalties can outweigh the rewards under certain circumstances. I don't really have any circumstance in it. These things are penalties, but this stuff don't bother me. These penalties I name, like it is what it is. I've known this type of shit for years. Like this is my life for years. I understand this type of stuff. So this is like second nature, and it don't really bother me. So hearing this stuff is like, damn, that's then maybe you're not meant to. Maybe this ain't for you. But you can't get the benefits without going through without. You don't get something for nothing. It don't work like that. You're not gonna get all the benefits of nothing and not go through the mud and not take what comes with it. This stuff is a part of the game. So if you want the spoils of war, you want the benefits of being a winner and a leader, you have to take what comes with that. It's a package deal. You can't have one without the other. It don't go like that, bro. So you throw in the towel and be a beta male and get cheated on and all type of shit and get used for your money. But if you want to be a leader, you're gonna have to take what come with this. If you want kids that respect you, your community to respect you, your girl to respect you and submit to you, and you want people to lead and be a boss and shit like that, you're gonna have to take what comes with that. Or throw in the towel, bro. Live a regular life. Do you think any man can lead? Yeah, any man can lead something. Every man should at least lead their household, but every man can't lead the nation. It's only one, every man can't lead everything, but yeah, we can all be a leader of something. I don't know what you're talking about. So real, we have to have an outlet or you'll start to feel alone and unappreciated. You got to do something that satisfies you to ease your mind, right? Like this is my outlet. Doing this type of stuff, and this is my outlet for a lot of stuff. I do therapy too. I ain't been in the it's been like 6 months, but I got therapists and all that, bro. Like I don't play with my mental health. Cause I know being a leader and being out here is taxing on your mental health if you don't have an outlet. What I mean, hobbies, a good support system, as far as like friends and therapy and somebody to just listen to you with an unbiased opinion and shit like that. That's very important. This is the type of shit people ask. How many chicks you had? Enough. More than you. Most you've had at once. Bro, I never thought about that. At once? Let me see. It depends on what you mean had. Like I always have a bunch of chicks on my line. It just depends, bro. It just depends. Do you think a chick can submit to you if you're not paying all the bills in the household? Of course, and I'm gonna get to that later. That's a very good part of what I'm talking about as far as leadership, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. That's a good ass question because I'm damn sure gonna talk about that. That's very important. Every man can lead, but every man ain't no man, though. You only as strong as your mental. Real talk. I'm about to get started again. This is all facts. I'm a supervisor at my job, and stuff like this is true. Exactly, God soul. You know exactly what I'm talking about. People don't look at their relationships like a leadership position, but it is. Men don't look at their relationships like that, but your girl look at it like that. You are a leader. You know what I'm saying? Your kids looking at you as a leader, but you more conscious of it because you like have a leadership position, like for real, like you're a supervisor. So you know exactly what I'm saying is for real. Part of leadership is understanding what purpose you serve on a leadership team. Dynasties are destroyed because men don't know how to be second, third, fourth, or fifth bananas. Learn what you can be number one at. That's real talk. That's real talk. What you start doing this for, to help guys, to help men. To help men. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna just call you NN. How long you been following me, bro? You can't be the head honcho and everything. Learn what you can be helpful at. That's real talk. But let's get into the rewards of leadership. Let's get into the rewards. Turn this shit loud as fuck. The rewards of leadership. The first major reward is you get first dibs on the rewards that come from leadership. You'll get first dibs. You get to bust the check down first. When a rapper sells 10 million records, right? And he's on a record label and he has leaders, he has managers and A&Rs and CEOs, they get the money first. You get what I'm saying? When you're a leader, this sounds simple, but it's this deep. You'll get first dibs on everything. You get the best women, you get the most money, and everybody else get the scraps in society. You see what I'm saying? You get the biggest plate. You get the best steak. You get the best bitch. You get the best houses. You live in the best neighborhoods. You get the best treatment when you go places. Everybody else get the scraps. You get first dibs. If I manage you, right? If I manage you or you my artist and your album come out and you sell 10 million records, I get paid first. I'm the leader. I get paid first. And I give you the scraps. You see what I'm saying? And whoever up under you, you get paid before they get paid. And then you give them the scraps from that. You know, your bag boys and your security and your homies and your entourage, they get the scraps from you. I get the best women because I'm that dude. Then you get the women that I don't want. And then they get the hoes that you don't want. So forth and so on. That's the first major reward is you get first dibs on the rewards that come with leadership, women and money. And it's not just women and money. That's everything. You get the best treatment. You get the best seats in the house. Everybody else get what you don't want. They get the scraps. Number 2, you get the greatest compensation. Like I said, you get the best chick. You get the most money. You get the greatest compensation. You get paid more than everybody else. Right? You get paid more than everybody else. You get the chick that everybody want. You know, 1 and 2 kind of go hand in hand. But like I say, not only do you get the first shot at the reward, you get the most, you get the bulk of it. And you get the best. That's number 2. That's the second reward of leadership. Number 3, you get the praise, the accolades, and the recognition. You feel me? You get the praise, you get the accolades, and you get the recognition. When Amazon turn a profit, guess who get the praise for it? Not the hundreds of thousands of workers that's in there slaving their motherfucking life away, getting overtime, fainting and falling out and all this shit, working 10-hour days and 12 and 15 hour days, and working holidays, working their motherfucking ass off, working 5 days a week, 10 hours a day, slaving hot, can't take no bathroom break. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the credit for that. Packing and storing like nobody's business, like a machine. They don't get the credit for that. Who name in the headline? Jeff Bezos. And when Jeff Bezos when Jeff Bezos name in the headlines, guess what? People want to invest in him. People giving him the praise. Bitches throwing him the pussy. Not you. You the one. You the engine that's making the shit run. But he's the leader. He get the praise. You know what I'm saying? He get all the praise. He get all the accolades. When you are the leader and you come through and you win, you get the crown. Everybody praise you. Everybody invite you to the party. All the bitches want to throw you the pussy. Everybody want to invest in you. People want to fuck with you. People want to reserve you a spot. You know what I'm saying? You the name in the newspaper, and now you got the fame and the status, and that comes with more opportunity. When you the worker, you just stuck. You do something good. You a leader. You do something good. Your name. They put your name in the newspaper for it. You get praised for it. You get rewarded for it. Everybody know you did it. You got all type of opportunity that come with that now. People are seeking you out for all type of shit because you win. The people who actually did the work, nobody even care about them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even cares about them. Nobody cares that you one slip away from losing your fucking job, but you trying everything that you can to get there, catching Ubers, catching rides, breaking your back, working all day. Your girl about to leave you because you ain't never home. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. And you the one that's making this shit go. The people who do the groundwork, this is crazy. Capitalism is crazy as a motherfucker. The people who do the groundwork is actually who make shit popping. But the leader gets the credit. The leader gets the praise, the accolades. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Man in Action. Salute you, bro. Salute. But yeah, that's the third. Nobody gives a fuck about the worker. Nobody cares about the worker. If you look at a quarterback, right? The quarterback is a leader. He's the leader of the team. He gets all the praise. When they win the Super Bowl, when it's literally on a football team, let's say a football team, the quarterback is the leader. There's literally 10 other positions that you can't win without the other. Like you can't win the game without the tight end. You can't win the game without a center because it's not a full squad. You can't win the game. You could win it without a running back because you don't have to run, but you still need a running back to block and all type of shit. So you do need a running back, fullbacks. You need everything, but guess who gets and they work just as hard. The quarterback don't get hit that much. The quarterback don't get hurt that much. The quarterback, when you do practice, even when they practice and running drills, because I played football, the quarterback you can't tackle this motherfucker or nothing. Everybody else tackling each other, getting hit, and all type of shit. You can literally a linebacker or something, you can crush his motherfucking head. But if you hit a quarterback too hard, it's a penalty. Roughing the passer, right? Everybody else is working extra hard to make this team win the Super Bowl. But guess who get the praise for it? When they interview the motherfucker, when you think of the New England Patriots, who do you think of? Put it in the chat for me. When you think of the New England Patriots, who do you think of? When you think of the Seattle Seahawks, who do you think of? When you think of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who do you think of? Offensive lineman, the most underrated position. It is, but guess what? Nobody even cares. The offensive lineman is the most important position. When you're talking about practicality and logic, it's the most important position. But guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about offensive linemen. Y'all be in the club and the hoes don't even know y'all. Because I know I be in the club with Bucks players and all this shit. Don't nobody know them niggas. Them niggas got to go hard and be super loud, and they got to tell you their first and their last name and shit like that. You go to Tom Brady, if a bitch meet Tom Brady, all he got to say is, my name is Tom. A bitch meet Cam Newton, bitch, all he got to say is, my name Cam. A bitch meet some offensive lineman, he got, my name Derek Johnson. I'm an offensive lineman for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he's the most important, but don't nobody know or care about him. Them hoes trying to get to Tom Brady. Why? Because he in the papers, he in the front of the paper, he's the headline. Everybody praised him for winning the Super Bowl. He get the credit. When they take the picture with the trophy, with the ball on it, he holding that motherfucker. He got the ring on. So the bitches is skipping over your big ass, and you did all the work, and they trying to get to Tom Brady. This how this works, bro. That's the reward of leadership. You get the credit, you get the praise, you get the recognition. That's the game. That's life. How many times you've been on a job? Not me, because I don't work corporate jobs and I don't work square jobs like that. But I've heard it countless times where people doing all this work, but guess who they get a credit to? Everybody doing all this work. I had plenty of girls tell me, oh, I venting and I did all this work and this motherfucker done took the credit. The manager or the team lead or the supervisor, they get the reward. They get the extra pizza and shit like that. That's leadership. Do that for you. And they ain't even do no work. See what I'm saying? That's number 3. You get the praise, you get the accolades, you get the recognition, and you get the spoils that come with that. Read some of these comments. If y'all feeling the game, press 1. And this is fire game, as my man Afi would say. Give me a press 1. Press 1 in the chat. Press 1 in the chat. You young kids that's listening to me right now, this is man shit. This is grown man shit. So this is why. Now, like when I started this about how the guy asked me, why do the man got to approach the females? This is why. You got to lead. This why. See what I'm saying? This is why. To him, the question wasn't that deep. But that was a teachable moment. So I could school the young cats. You young guys, listen to this. This is why. This is why you got to initiate. This is why you got to escalate. This is why if you see a chick you like, go take the lead. Make decisions. This is why. So you can get the rewards of being a leader. This is why. I done kept y'all up late. I know. I'm trying to hurry up and get through this because I started late, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we going in. I told you, bro. I told you, we going in. We going in. It's gonna be heavy. I'm gonna make sure, man, when I drop these live that they're gonna be it's heavy. It ain't just like bits and clips. With these lives, I try to get y'all the deep game and go in like the deep shit. Like I ain't just it's easy to tell you, oh, this how you cold approach. Fuck that. This right here is how you cold approach. What I'm teaching you right now is how you cold approach. You get this down, you wouldn't need to ask nobody how to code approach. If the shit that I'm putting down right now, if you soak this up for real, most of your problems in dating will stop. You will stop having problems if you soak this up. I try to give you the game so you don't need to ask a motherfucker, how do you code approach? If my girl do this, then what? Fuck all that. Yeah, I got to do it because you want to know that. But I'm trying to get y'all the game to really change your life. This ain't a popular topic. This ain't popular. But this is what men need. We need this. We need this shit. We need more leaders. And at the very least, lead yourself and your household. You dig? But let's get back into it. The fourth reward of leadership is people submit to and serve you. I don't think you understand how important this is. It's very important, especially in your relationship. Your woman needs to serve and submit to you. That's what you want as a man, right? And not on no slave shit, or you got a bitch as a slave. Nah. But people submit to and serve you. And when people submit to and serve you, they make your life easy. They make your life, they bring value to your life. You don't have to work as hard. Like Tom Brady. He don't got to work that hard. The offensive linemen work hard for him. They listen to him. They submit to his will. They do what he say do. They submit to him. Not on no punk shit, but it is what it is. They bring value to him. And guess what? He get all the reward for it. People submit to and serve you. You want your woman to be submissive and serve you. This is a reward of leadership. And when people serve you, they make your life easy. They clear up time so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you got a woman who's submissive to you, and you got to get up and go to work every day, and she cooking your food, making your food, and make sure you got 3 meals a day, making sure your shit together, making sure everything is put together. Do you know how much time? Do you know how much mental strain that saves you? You ain't got to pick out what you gonna eat. You ain't got to pick out what you gonna wear. You ain't got to worry about doing this. You ain't got to. And this is just having a woman that's submissive to you and serving you and doing what you need to do. She only gonna do this if it's worth it for her to do this, for her to sacrifice herself and to sacrifice what she got going on to make sure you do this. She only gonna do this if you're a good leader, though. A chick ain't just finna be doing no shit like that, especially nowadays when they don't have to. Chicks don't have to be submissive to you no more. Back in the days, they did because it was necessary for their survival. They don't have to be submissive to your ass no more. They can get up and go get a job and be cool. So when you got a chick that's doing this type of shit for you, running your errands or making sure your shit on point, running your errands and making sure all the little side shit is on point, that shit make your life 10 times easier. That's value. When you got coworkers or when you got employees or people up under you that's doing the leg work for you, many hands make light work. I say that again. Many hands make light work. So when you got people doing this shit for you, it make life easy for you. Life is easier for you as the leader. You just gotta be willing to deal with what come with it. Like my boy said up earlier, I don't know if the pros are gonna outweigh the cons. What? I take being a target and to be responsible and criticized and be responsible for the results and have to talk to a therapist and not depend on my. I take that for all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? For my life to be easy and people serving me and giving me, and making my life easier, freeing up my time so I can go bullshit if I want to or do other things to make my empire grow. People, when you're a good leader, people, men and women submit and serve to you. And a man submitting to you is not a bad thing because y'all go to work and submit to a boss every day. If you got a job, y'all submit to another person's will every day. So we're not going to take it there. But, when you're a good leader, men and women, people follow you and submit to you and they're going to serve you. And it's going to in turn make your life easier. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world, right? I don't know how much money this motherfucker got, but guess what? You think he doing all that work? He don't got to go to work. He don't got to work. And guess who get all the credit, all the rewards, all the bitches, all the money? He get all the money, all the bitches, all the rewards, all of the fame, all of the status. He get that. He ain't got to get up. This motherfucker literally, he's a hard worker. He do get up and go to work, but he don't have to. He don't got to do that. There's hundreds of thousands of people have submitted themselves to him and his will, and they serve him in his cause. Nigga, that's a leader. Hundreds of thousands of people have submitted to him and serve him in his will. What he want the world to be in his vision. They committed themselves to his vision. Hundreds of thousands of people have literally dedicated their lives to his vision, and it ain't even like a lot of money. But they get up every day and they go do it and make his empire better. This is leadership. People submit and serve to you. Break it down on a macro level. Everybody ain't gonna be, a micro level. Everybody ain't gonna be Jeff Bezos. But in your relationship, your woman gonna submit to you. If you're a real leader, your woman to submit to you, even if she got a job. I'll get to that in a second though. She'll submit and serve you and bring you your food and make sure your shit straight. If you putting it down like a man, you feel me? Number 5, you wouldn't get all of that without respect and admiration. It's a good feeling to have people respect you. People respecting your name and putting respect on your name goes a long way, bro. People admiring you goes a long way. It'll save you a lot of headache. It'll save you a lot of hassle. It'll keep you safe. It'll make you more money. It'll get you in doors that most people couldn't get in. That's what respect does. And when you are a leader, a good leader, people respect you. Look at 45. I'll talk about 45 again. People don't respect him. People don't respect him, especially now. People don't respect him. The game gonna be hard the game gonna be hard for him. He's not a good leader. The game is going to be hard for him after this. As he ain't gonna be broke or no shit like that, but it's gonna be hard for him, man. To get in certain doors, to be in certain rooms, to be in certain crowds. He burned a lot of bridges, and that's because of his bad leadership. It ain't because he offended people and all that shit. He's just a poor leader. But he lost a lot of respect from a lot of people. And really only the diehards fuck with him like that. A lot of people used to admire him for him when he first came on the scene, as far as the political scene, and he was speaking his mind, quote unquote, and saying, because he wasn't the average politician, and it was a breath of fresh air. That a lot of the people that used to admire him don't admire him anymore. They don't respect him anymore. This is what happens. But when you're a good leader, you're a great leader, you get respect and admiration. Again, we'll talk about Jeff Bezos. I keep talking about him because that's just somebody everybody knows. Respect and admiration. People respect him. People admire him. People inspire to be like him. That's number 5. You get respect and admiration. Number 6 is status. Good leaders get status. And y'all talk about women and status and all this shit. You get status. And a lot of things come with status. More money, more hoes, more access, more opportunity. Leadership. I can be all night going with the rewards of leadership, but I just wanted to do 5 because I gave y'all 5 penalties, but I actually gave y'all 6. So, so the rewards of leadership, the 6 rewards of leadership that I mentioned is way more, but you get first dibs on rewards that come with leadership. You get the largest compensation, you get the biggest compensation. You get all of the praise, the accolades, the recognition. People submit to and serve you. That's bringing you value and making your life easier. People respect and admire you. This respect carries your name a long way. This admiration carry your name a long way, and you get status. I take that any day in exchange of being the target, being responsible for others, being criticized, being accountable for the results, and not being vulnerable to the people that I lead. I take that any day. That ain't nothing. That ain't shit. This man shit, fellas. This grown man shit. I want to read something before I go, and I'm gonna get into, the whole providing thing, right? Let me read some of these comments. Y'all still hanging in here with me? Are y'all still hanging in here with me? I know we would have had way more people in here, but I had to start late. It's all good. It's all good. His base respect him though. His base ain't listen. His base ain't enough. That ain't enough. Not for what he want. For what he want and his aspirations and his ambitions, his base ain't enough. That's not enough. That is not enough. His base. He needed more than his base. FYI, thank you for everything, big bro. Till next time, I got to get back to work. One, appreciate you, bro. Handle your business. Handle your business, fam. But now, what's up, Brody? Keep it up. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that super chat. Appreciate that. I take all super chats. I take it all. Sprinkle me. Like E40. Sprinkle me, baby. Appreciate you. But guys think, right? Let's get this myth. And this came from a question. Let me see if I can find this question. Let me see if I can find this question. Let me see. The reward sounds worth the penalty. Thank you. I needed this. Most times as a leader, there's no one there to remind you why you do what you do. Right. Yeah, you really don't have, because the most people around you don't understand. They don't understand your walk. That's why it's good to have other leaders around you and be around other leaders, to be inspired. Okay, here we go. This was the question. Do you think a chick can submit to you if you're not paying all the bills in the household? Most definitely. Most definitely. Guys think women will only submit to them if they taking care of everything financially, or if they have a chick barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen and not going nowhere, and they financing her whole lifestyle. You don't have to be the financier or the sole provider to lead, right? Like public companies, they aren't really the financiers of the company, or even private companies that get seed money and they have investors. They not financing that company. They lead in it though. They getting money. They getting the money from elsewhere. Now, when you break it down, let's look at relationships. Let's look at relationships. Look at a pimp. A pimp's lifestyle. Him and his chicks and his whole lifestyle. He's not providing that. He's not financially responsible for that. But guess what? Them hoes submit to his will. They the ones going to make the money and they bringing it back. They responsible for that as far as the financial part. Pimps don't pay hoes. They financing that. But guess who's the leader? The pimp. When them hoes go to jail, whatever happened, he take responsibility. He go get them out. He make sure they straight. He do this. He's the leader. He lead them to prosperity. When you see them hoes all done up and fly and riding nice cars and the pimp flying jewelry and all this shit, he lead them to that. Because without him, them hoes will most likely be broken on drugs and can't afford shit. Living from pillar to post, can't pay their bills even though they make it. It's why a lot of women in that lifestyle who don't have pimps don't do good. They don't have leaders. You don't have to be the financier or the provider to be the leader. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be the provider in your relationship. It's good if you contribute financially, but you don't have to be the sole provider. You don't have to pay all of a chick's bills. And just because you paying all of a chick's bills and financing her, don't mean that she gonna look at you like a leader. Look at most marriages today with these beta male husbands. You ever heard a guy say, you ever heard guys say shit like, well, let me ask my wife. I gotta run that by the wife. Hey man, let's go put some money into this. I gotta run that by the wife. Hey man, let's go fishing. Let me run that by the wife. And these niggas paying for everything. That ain't no fucking leader. You know what I'm saying? Just because you financing a motherfucker or you financing the lifestyle of providing don't mean you a leader. It don't make you no leader. See what I'm saying? Leadership requires certain quality, and it's not your money. It's good if you have money. Your money help you. If you could throw your money on top of that, yeah, but you don't have to be so now when it comes to relationships with women, a lot of women through social engineering kind of look down upon you if you're not getting no money or if you're not contributing financially, especially if you ain't that dude like that. So I get that part of the game, but even still, there are plenty of guys who chicks making the money and them niggas still leading and the women are submissive. It ain't got nothing to do with your money. Like I said, think about all of these marriages that you see and all this shit. And guess what? These motherfuckers is financing them and paying them. These women ain't doing nothing but sitting home all day, drinking wine, getting fat, and looking at the kids and cooking and shit. They ain't doing shit and they run every bit of the household. Every decision, I gotta ask my wife. Man, you can't come out and play some basketball. Like, let me run that by my wife. I'll be like, what type of shit is that? You got permission, but you paying for everything? Come on, bro. So you don't think that you can get a chick, and and that's good. That's a good thing for marriage when both of you guys can contribute financially. That way you don't get raped when it's time to split, or if it's ever split, you don't get raped. But it takes qualities. You have to develop the qualities to be a leader. I go into that in my program, my course, How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. I go into that a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I should make a course and go real deep on it. But I teach you the qualities in one of my courses about leadership. That's a big component of making women fall in love with you, and I go into that in my course. How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. I get into leadership and the qualities and how to develop certain qualities. But your money ain't really got, that's the money is a bonus. The money is a bonus. You can split the bills and still be a leader, bro. You just got to have your shit together. You got to know where you're going. If you want a chick, especially if a chick, she making her own money, your program got to be tight to where she come in and she see that you got your shit together. Because most chicks don't have their shit together. They may make money, but they be one check away from homelessness, knee deep in debt. But she come in and she see you got your program right. She see you on the road to financial freedom and prosperity, and your credit straight, your bills paid, everything in order, and you know you have a vision. And they'll follow you. They'll submit to you. What you mean? If she want that and she know that she can get that, and she know by submitting to you and following you, then her life can be better, whether she work or not. She gonna be down for that. But a lot of y'all don't have no value. A lot of y'all lives be fucked up and having debt and all this shit, and your life being shambles, and you one paycheck away from homelessness, no matter what type of job you got or whatever, no matter how much money you got, you don't know how to save money, no nothing. When a woman can come in and see that your ducks in a row and that you actually headed somewhere, I don't give a fuck how much money she make. If she want that type of life, if she down for that and she feeling that, she gonna get in line. But you got to know where you're going. You got to have a program, and you got to know how you're going to get there. Because a bitch ain't going to follow you. A bitch is not going to follow you, bro. And you don't know where you're going, and you don't know how to get there, especially a chick that's making her own money. You asking a person a lot to submit and serve you and to follow you. That's asking a person a lot. That's a lot for a person to sacrifice. And any sane person is not just going to do that just because you said do it, especially if they got their own money and they have their own opportunity and they don't got to depend on you. Like I say, they don't have to submit to you. Today they don't. Back then, 50, 60 years ago, 100 years ago, women had to submit to men. Submission was a survival tool for women. They had to because they could not compete. They didn't have access economically. So they had to depend on a man. And in order for a man to provide for them, men required submission. So you can't, they don't have to do that shit no more. See what I'm saying? Y'all with me? Are y'all with me? I want to read y'all an article that came out. Cadillac released this article in 1915. Cadillac, the car company Cadillac, and we're gonna end this topic with this note. Pay attention to this. So I'm gonna read y'all some bedtime inspiration. But the backstory, Cadillac, they came out with 1915. They came out with the first car that had the water-cooled V-type 8-cylinder V8 engine. Cadillac was the first people to do this. And they got shit on, criticized heavily and shit on by a lot of their competitors and the public and shit like this. They got shit on. And they came out with an ad, like a marketing campaign, and they released a statement. It was like 400-word statement, right? And this statement was called The Penalty of Leadership. This was they only published it one time, right? And this statement, a lot of successful people have kept this tucked away, and this is like a gem, right? And this was how they got the public to kind of not accept, but to embrace what they were doing, because that type of engine and shit on cars, this was something new. They was the first people to do this. They were the leaders in this field, right? So they published a piece, a marketing piece or advertising piece, right? And it goes as follows. Y'all listening? Y'all paying attention? If y'all want to hear this, press 1. Let me sip my water before I start reading, because I don't want to be cracking, my voice cracking, and then y'all think I can't read and shit. Look at you asking these crazy ass questions. I'm about to get in some deep game. Hold the questions, bro. Hold the questions. But okay, so yeah, Cadillac came out with this article in 1915 based on the scrutiny and the criticism that they was getting from their competitors and the public about their new engine. It says, in every field of human endeavor, he that is first must perpetually live in the white light of publicity, whether the leadership be vested in a man or a manufactured product. So what he's saying is whether the leadership be a man or a product, emulation and envy are ever at work. In art, literature, in music, in industry, the reward and the punishment are always the same. The reward is widespread recognition. The punishment is fierce denial and detraction. When a man's works become a standard for the whole world, it also becomes a target for the shafts of the envious few. If his work be mediocre, he will be left severely lonely. If he achieves a masterpiece, it would set a million tongues a wagging. Jealousy does not protrude its forked tongue at the artist who produces a commonplace painting, meaning jealousy, people not jealous at average people. Jealousy does not protrude its forked tongue at the artist who produces a commonplace painting. Whatsoever you write or paint or play or sing or build, no one will strive to surpass or to slander you unless your work be stamped with the seal of a genius. You guys hear that? Yeah, I lost my of a genius. Long after a great work or good work has done, those who are disappointed or envious continue to cry out that it cannot be done. Spiteful little voices in the domain of art were raised against your own Whistler as a mountebank, long after the big world had acclaimed its greatness, its greatest artistic genius. Multitudes flocked to Beirut to worship at the musical shrine of Wagner, while the little group of those whom he had dethroned and displaced argued angrily that he was no musician at all. He had some haters. Criticize him. He ain't no real musician. The little world continued to protest that Fulton could never build a steamboat, while the big world flocked to the river banks to see his steamboat by. You guys getting this? The little world gonna hate and criticize. These are the penalties, but the big world gonna recognize you. The little shit don't matter. The reward is far greater than the penalties. The little world continued to protest that Fulton could never build a steamboat, while the big world flocked to the river banks to see his big steamboat steam by. The leader is assailed because he is a leader, and the effort to equal him is merely added proof of the leadership. I'm going to read that again. The leader is assailed because he is a leader, and the effort to equal him is merely added proof of that leadership. Failing to equal or excel, the follower seeks to depreciate and to destroy. When a person can't beat you at what you're doing, then they go to depreciate you and they seek to destroy you. Is this starting to click with you guys? But only confirms once more the superiority of that which he strives to supplant. I'm going to read that again and I'm going to stop it right there. The leader is assailed because he is a leader, and the effort to equal him is merely added proof of that leadership. Failing to equal or to excel, the follower seeks to depreciate and to destroy, but only confirms once more the superiority of that which he strives to supplant. What does that remind you of? That's how feminism are with men today. You get it? I'm going to read that one more time. Think about the way feminism criticizes men, and how not even criticizes, but they seek to depreciate They seek to depreciate and destroy men and masculinity because they fail to equal it or excel. This is leadership. Remember when I told you guys that men are nature's leader? Feminism in this wave, not the first wave, but this wave and the wave that came in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s and all that, this feminism seek out to destroy masculinity and to replace it. But listen, failing to equal or to excel, the follower seeks to depreciate and to destroy, but only confirms once more the superiority of that which he strives to supplant. This is what's going on. This is important. This is why you guys need to get into shit like this. You know, find shit like this. Study great works, great writings and shit. This right here, this what I'm reading is a fucking masterpiece. It's so much game in this 400 word article. But let me finish. But only confirms once more the superiority of that which he strives to supplant. There is nothing new in this. It is as old as the world and as old as human passions. Envy, fear, greed, ambition, and desire to surpass. And it all avails to nothing. If the leader truly leads, he remains the leader. If you're a leader, you're gonna remain a leader through it all, even after you're gone. If the leader truly leads, he remains the leader. Master poet, master painter, master workman. Each in his turn is assailed, and each holds his laurels through the ages. That which is good or great makes itself known, no matter how loud the clamor of denial. I'm going to read that again. That which is good or great makes itself known, no matter how loud the clamor of denial. That which deserves to live, lives. That which deserves to live, lives. That was an article by Cadillac in 1915 when they put out their new V8 engine. Dig what I'm saying? The penalty of leadership, fellas. This is the penalty of leadership. That's some deep shit, bro. Failing to equal or excel, the follower seeks to depreciate and to destroy. This is what feminism is trying to do with masculinity. Because nature, you can't. We are nature's leader. You can't equal that. We're not equal. Equality doesn't exist. And you can't excel it because nature is balanced. You have to have balance in nature. Nature doesn't allow us to be equal or to excel one another. Play your part and balance. Nature is always going to balance itself out. So when you can't excel or equal it, they seek to depreciate you and to destroy you. But that's just the penalty of leadership, fellas. You dig what I'm saying? That's that for that. That's it for that. That's that. I ain't gonna. I think I'm gonna leave this one on YouTube. I think I'm gonna leave this one on YouTube. But that's it for that. That's all, folks. Y'all feeling the game? Give me a 1 if y'all feeling the game. Give me a 1 if y'all feeling the game. But that's real talk, man. This was man shit. I hope this good. You young guys, I hope this didn't go over y'all heads. And I think I'm gonna leave this one on YouTube for more people to see this. And share this one. Share this one. Share this one with as many people as you can. You know? Yeah, I like the lives. I can get into really get into it and really break the game down. I ain't really confined to 1 minute or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I can break it down. I mean, I'm confined to a few hours, but still. You dig? It's really gonna take me to the next level. That's what I like to do, bro. Great topic tonight. Well prepared and well presented. Kudos to you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Dude, if they demonetize this, I'm gonna be pissed. I tried not to curse, bro. I'm gonna leave it up anyway, bro. It's plenty of my most popular videos. They not monetized. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to monetize everything because I'm starting to put more of my time into this. So this is pretty much becoming a full time for me. So, and a brother got bills to pay. So appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for all the super chats. You know, for supporting the king. I'll take that. That keeps me going as well. I appreciate that for hitting that tip jar. You know, I always take my palms being greased. But that article is dope. That's deep. It's a deep article. It's a deep article. The life of a leader is visionary, and visionary is lonely. However, it is worth it. It's lonely in a sense of because you'll never be short of people praising you and worshiping you, and people at you'll never be short of that. But it's lonely in a sense that most people ain't gonna understand where you're coming from. You're not gonna be able to connect with many people on that level. You'll never run out of people to hang out with, people to party with, people to kick it with, people to use you, people to want to get something out of you. You'll never run out of that. But it's lonely in a sense of most people not gonna understand the way you think. Most people not gonna understand how you feel. You can't be vulnerable, in that type of sense. But that's why it's good to find and connect with other leaders. It's good that we have spaces like this so we could connect with each other and build with each other. You dig what I'm saying? Let me plug my courses. Guys, go get both of my courses. Traction 101 and How to Make a Woman Fall in Love and Obsess Over You. I'm pretty sure you know right now they deep. If my shit is deep, bro. My shit fire, bro. It's fire. If the live's fire, you know the course is fire that I'm charging for. Go get it. Don't sleep on it. It's well worth it. It's how they pretty much choose a partner in general. Like they sizing you up based on the decisions you make from the jump. Listen to their complaints. Listen to what they're talking about. I wish a guy could just tell me to be ready at such and such and such and know where we're gonna go to eat or to go. They want leaders, bro. All that. Well, what you trying to do? What would you like to do this weekend? When you meet a chick, it's very important to come in the game dominant. What time you free? I'm free at such and such and such. All right, boom. I got a spot for us. Be ready at this time. Meet me here at this time. Wear a black dress or dress sexy for me. Be dominant. Not with what you trying to do. What you like to eat. Where you like to eat at? Where your favorite places to go? Fuck all that shit. Be a leader, bro. They look for this from the gate. Just based on the way you make your decisions, how you lead in the interaction, how you think, why you think if you can't close the deal, like I just did dropped the video yesterday. If you can't lead closing the deal with a woman is leading. You lead in this situation you lead in this situation into a romantic level, or you lead in it to an intimate level. If you can't do that, they're gonna find somebody else that can. They look from the gate, and a lot of y'all ain't leaders. A lot of men ain't leaders today. You don't have to lead a company or shit like that, but lead your life. Lead your relationships. If you ain't gonna lead nothing else. They not looking for leaders in the sense of you got to be a manager at this job or you got to have your own business, but lead the interaction, lead the relationship. You don't have to be the leader of the free world and the president and all that. You don't got to do all that. You feel me? We need more content like this. Appreciate you, brother. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Hell yeah, this is a masterclass on life. The crown and who wears it is heavy. Heavy is a head that wears a crown, bro. 1:40, I'm getting up off here. So y'all got 8 minutes to ask me all y'all questions and go on and get it out. Books on leadership. Personally, I've never read any books on that was based on leadership, but some good books that I've read was Think and Grow Rich. That's pretty much my favorite book. Think and Grow Rich and Robert Greene's book, but those are not really based on leadership. Think and Grow Rich talks about being decisive and making decisions in a certain part of the book, but I haven't really read any books as far as when it comes to leadership. I've read I guess 33 Strategies of War a little bit. I read The Art of War before. But books that were designed around leadership, I haven't really known. I tell the ladies to wear a specific color dress or skirt on a date. Got to keep them in their feminine. I do the same thing, bro. No pants. That's my golden rule. No pants. No pants in my house or no pants around me. Especially jeans. Yoga pants is cool, but jeans, no jeans. I don't wear jeans around me. Unless we cool and comfortable and shit like that. But no. When I'm dating and dealing with chicks in the beginning, no jeans at all. Real talk, I hadn't thought about leadership in my relationship like this. Appreciate you, brother. Glad I can give you that insight. Overcoming the dark side of leadership. Okay, he dropping some gems. 21 indispensable qualities of leadership. To come to think about it, Think and Grow Rich has a section on leadership. Actually, in Think and Grow Rich, they do have a section dedicated to leadership. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I didn't think about that at first. But again, that's not really based around like being a leader. Yeah, my dude, Think and Grow Rich. Developing a Leader Within You by John Maxwell. I might have to check out some of these books. Mosman, you got all the books. The more responsibility you bestow on women puts them in their feminine. No, that's not true. it's in their nature to be helpmeet or mate. That's not true. Women or children don't really want responsibility. That's why I said you, as a leader, you have to be responsible. Now, if you're talking about giving them tasks to do and things to do to help or to better themselves or to better the situation, giving them things to do. But no, you're gonna be responsible for, if you want to be looked at as a leader, then you're gonna be responsible for that. The more you give a person responsibility who don't want it, you're gonna people become resentful. That person is going to be resentful of you, and they're gonna start to hate you because you're giving them responsibility that they don't want. So don't get that twisted. You give them assignments and tasks and things to do, but you keep the responsibility because everybody don't want responsibility. That's why they look to you to be the leader. King Dre is a time like is for the new gen. Who is that? I'm gonna Google this guy. That's like I've been hearing that a lot. People say that a lot in my comments on TikTok, but I don't know who that is. The Tom Lakis for the newer generations. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I have a library at my house. Highly recommend it, gents. Fortify your mind as you walk your paths towards continuous self-actualization. That's what I meant. Task is what I meant. Okay, cool. But yeah, remember that when you give people responsibility who don't want it, they will resent you and then they'll start hating you. And eventually they'll get a leader who's not going to put responsibility on them. This was help, big bro. I needed to hear all this. Are you coming next week, same time? Yes, next same time. 10 o'clock this time, though. It's going to be 10 p.m. not 11. I just had some hiccups. Thank you for your time and acknowledgement. Thank you. Y'all got 2 more minutes. So if you got a question, you better get it out in 2 minutes. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave this one up so y'all can catch the playback. I'm not gonna chop this one up and all that and put it down. I'm gonna leave this one up. This was important. So to be honest, you covered everything for me. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. And appreciate everybody for donating and all the super chats. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hey, yo, Elon Musk is the richest man, by the way. Oh, well. Just learned something new. I thought it was Jeff Bezos. The Bible is a great book about leadership, too. It is. That's a good one, too. What if I hit her up, like, make sure to wear some shorts before you come? That's what we said. But I'm out of here, fellas. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Same time next week, 10 p.m. next week. Go get both of my courses, Attraction 101 and How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. I'm about to redo Attraction 101. So if you already have that, you're about to get an upgrade and you're not gonna have to pay for it. So I'm gonna redo it, put more information in it, make it better, because that was my first one. So I'm about to revamp that, make it longer, put a lot more info in it. And the price is gonna go up significantly. So you better get it right now. While it's $150 right now. You better get it right now because that shit going up. Both of them finna go up. So Y'all thought I was playing. When I first dropped them, that bitch was $12 when I first released it. It's at $150 now. So once I upgrade it, I'm gonna leave it at that price. It's for the information in it right now. You're not gonna get that type of information nowhere else for that price. I don't even think you're gonna get it anywhere else. So go get that right now, because it's about to go up probably within the next 2 weeks. So I'm working on upgrading that right now. So it's going up significantly. But go get both of those. What else I got? Oh, if you need like a coaching call or whatever, you know the game fire already. If you need coaching, you need my expertise 101, book me, hit me up on Instagram or send me an email, and I'll get you right. I'll put you in the game. Other than that, this is your gracious game advisor, King Dre, and I am gone.